Okay, folks, let's start with BBC Radio Leicester, please.
Hi, Brendan. I hope you're able to hear me. We're live on BBC Radio Leicester. Congratulations on a win, a good test, but having to come back from 1-0 down. Lots of things out there to please you today, I'd imagine.
Yeah, the performance level, Ian, was very good. Thought we started the game well, and then we gave away a sloppy goal from the corner. So yeah, but performance. I was pleased at half time. I just thought we needed to, if we cut out the mistakes, then we'll be okay in the game because our football was good. And then we scored a very good goal in the beginning of the half, and I thought then the second half we were exceptional in our game. The speed of our game, the penetration in behind, the quality of our football was at a really high level. So yeah, very pleased.
Shows how strong you are, Brendan. You can make 8 changes and the team still looks that strong. Yeah,
well, that's obviously what we're trying to build and create. Obviously, I trust all the players. I can only play 11 at a time in some of these games, so a few of these guys haven't been playing for a while, but they work so hard in training. I think is a real testament that how hard they work in training. They can come into a game like this here, which was a real examination for, coming to Brentford, team that's doing well. I have a big admiration for Thomas and the work that he's done. So it was always going to be a good test for the players, but they came through it really well.
You mentioned the goal, Brendan, the goal that you conceded. We'll have a chat about the excellent goals that you scored, particularly Cengiz Under's goal was a cracker, wasn't it? But the one that you conceded, the set piece, I'd imagine just disappointed. A couple of chances to clear the ball and another set piece.
Yeah, but like I said to you, we make a mistake in conceding it. We don't need to be so sloppy to give away the corner. And then, like you say, we come in. We're a sort of smaller team than what we've been of recent today. So, but we still could have dealt with it better. Other than that, we dealt well with most things, because the set pieces are very good. The long throws and a bit of variety on the corners. But apart from the goal, we dealt well with it.
We don't have you down as a teacup thrower at half-time, Brendan, and I'm sure you're not, and I'm sure you didn't today, but coincidence that they came out in the second half, your players within 60 seconds scored one, 5 minutes later scored a second, and then put it to bed in the 71st. It was a good reaction post-half-time. How did the chat go down? You said you were happy.
Yeah. Sometimes you can go in and with players, because you're 1-0 down, you think everything's negative, but I didn't see that in the first half. I thought we started well. I thought some of our football was very good. We got into some good areas. It was just tightening up on don't be so sloppy and just keep the persistence in our game. I think we needed to move the back line. Obviously, the back line haven't played together. So we were a fraction deep in the first half, which then doesn't allow us to press with the same coordination. So once we've shifted them up the pitch, then that allowed us to press the game better, and we could then go on and attack better. So yeah, it was just stay calm, play our game, keep the control, and keep the intensity in the game.
And Brendan, I'm sure you'll forgive our focus on this player, but he is the greatest to ever play for the football club, Jamie Vardy. I think you told our friends in television pre-match that he looks to be 10 days. Is that true? I wonder whether you're happy to share with us when was the operation, kind of when are those 10 days up? Is it 10 days from today or from when he had it?
Yeah, he had the operation yesterday. Jamie was supposed to have this operation before the last round, when we played in the midweek, and then we had the game against Stoke. But unfortunately, the surgeon wasn't able to do the surgery then. So I had to put it back then a few weeks. So he's had it yesterday. The likelihood is we the reason for doing it was because we felt it would be a week to 10 days, hopefully maximum, before he's then back onto the pitch. And then probably another few days before he's then going to be available. So that was the 2 weeks timeline that we'd looked at. So he won't lose too much fitness. It's only a minor operation, and we can cope without him at this point, and then he'll be fit and ready to go for the remainder of the season.
I try not to follow the ins and outs of Jamie Vardy's hernias and groins, Brendan. I promise you I don't, but I seem to recall he had similar in 2016 when they won the Prem, and again there was a small operation. Is it the same side? Is it the same place? That's
your story, Ian, eh?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, no, good lad. No, you always have to look for little where the stars align. But this is actually where, he's just this minor tweak that he's needed in the hernia. So
is it the same? Is it the same side, Brendan, or is it the opposite side? Not. Is it the same one that he did a few years back? And is it the same area? I'm just interested. Is it kind of a recurring one?
Yeah. To be fair, Ian, I wasn't here then, so I
know that.
I don't know. But
fair enough.
On this one, it's fine. So listen, no need to worry. It's not long term. It's only short term.
Okay, I will stop the prayers for Jamie Vardy's hernia then. Now, Brendan, thanks for that. You're through to the 5th round. Brighton next up. They've all been tough tests. They're always tough tests in the FA Cup, but a Premier League side you're up against next. How do you feel that one's going to go? Yeah,
I thought this was going to be an examination for us. We get through, and that's all you can do. We're a very hungry team. People will say it gives us another game, but that's what we want. It's not a problem to be playing football matches. We've got players that want to play. We're hungry to do well, and we're into the 5th round, which we're delighted, and we'll be ready for that when it comes.
Any transfer news, Brendan? You said you might be after an attacking midfielder. Any news in the last 48 hours?
No, nothing to add, Ian. No.
Thanks for your time. Well done today, Brendan.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Tom Colomosi then, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Tom.
I think this is Youri Tielemans' 26th game of the season, but to watch him, you'd think it was his first or his second. Can you just talk about the leap forward he's made this year? Because he's been exceptional in pretty much every game, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, it was ironic. He was captain today, and he played a real captain's role. 23 years of age. Boy, to play with, the view of the game he has, what he's improved on. And I have this with a lot of young players that I've worked with in my career that are talents. There's an adjustment physically to the Premier League, and you have to help them with that. And I think when Youri first came in, when I worked with him, he played more as an advanced midfield player, as an 8, having to get up and down the pitch. But for me, after watching him for a while, his strength is that fraction deeper, because he can organise the game from behind. But he's done a lot of work outside of that on his physicality, and you see him now, how he covers the ground, the speed of which he plays. To play 1 and 2 touch like he does, you need to have an incredible football brain. But he's really, really competitive in there, and he was outstanding. And I think I mentioned before, he's a player that's better in rhythm. Most footballers are, but in particular him, and that's why I wanted to keep him just in there, ticking the game over. And he was very good.
Thank you.
Okay, Dave Kidd then, please.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Dave.
With James Maddison, how impressive is it in terms of attitude as well as ability at the moment? Because this probably isn't your greatest priority. You made a lot of changes today. He's gone out there, and his attitude, as much as his talent, was exceptional. What sort of a testament is that for him today?
Yeah, those players that have, you think of the 3 boys that stayed in the team, not to say that the others haven't, but they're players that love football. Youri Tielemans, James Maddison. James has missed a bit of football for us at the beginning of the season, so we're just working him back. He had a couple of little niggles of injury, but he's now back in. Again, a player is in rhythm, wants the game time, needs the game time, and just he's got this wonderful enthusiasm for football. Dave, I've always said it. I can't speak highly enough of him as a young man, and he plays with that joy in the game. But he's becoming really, really efficient. We're getting him to create goals and score goals at a more consistent rate. But that's down to his own personality to want to do it. So he's got a real hunger and a desire to succeed and be a top player, and he's well on the path to that.
I'm going to go to Jordan and then Tim Thornton, please. So Jordan Blackwell first.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Jordan.
Was it a case of playing Youri up front today with an eye to him starting up front in place of Jamie on Wednesday?
Well, yeah. Well, I know he can play there, so you'll see the team on Wednesday when we play it. But he can play wide. He can play through the middle or as a number 10. But either way, I thought his performance was very, very good. We asked him to play underneath in the space, and we get 2 wide players that are really quick, so they can break the lines in behind. He was unfortunate not to score today, but his overall game performance has been really good. And another player that has been adapting last year to how we play, but you see now the physicality in his game, the running in his game, and I thought he was excellent today.
And another one, if you don't mind. Is there anything that Cengiz Under can do to get more appearances? I think today was only his first appearance in 8 games for you. I know he's had a couple of injuries as well, but he impressed again. Is there anything he can do to convince you to give him more game time?
No, just keep performing well in training. The team's been playing really well. It's not, it's not an academy, where we got to play players for 60 minutes, take off to give people game time. You got to earn it, So Mark Albrighton has been exceptional for the team, and so it's just that part of this profession where when the opportunity comes, without forcing it, go and take it and show and work hard. And that's what we have within the squad. We have a squad of players that aren't always playing, but they know I trust them all. But the team's in good rhythm, good form. And I wanted to make 8 changes because I believed in a tough game we could still go and win. And he showed today, his moments of quality. He understands, and it's new for his game how hard he needs to work. It's a different, football style and identity that he's been asked to play, and that takes a little bit of time when you're a winger like he is. But he's developing all the time. Showed his quality with the goal and some other flashes of real quality with the pass as well for one of the goals. But no, I've been really pleased with him. Just needs to keep working.
Thanks, Brendan.
Okay, Jordan.
Okay, finish with Tim Thornton then, please.
Hi, Brendan. I know you've talked about this before, but there's been renewed speculation over the weekend. Any developments on the future of Demarai Gray? Do you expect him to move on before the window closes?
Well, I've got nothing new to add to what I've said before, so there's still a few days to go. But we shall see. At this moment in time, I haven't had anything that the club have spoke to me on. So so I'm not sure whether Demarai will be here or not. If he is here, he'll always be respected, and he comes into our thinking between now and the end of the season. But at this moment in time, he's just working well. He's working hard. He's respecting his profession. He's not. You hear of players out there that they stop working hard, they stop training, they become really difficult to get a move. Absolutely couldn't be further from the truth. He's a good guy. He comes in. It's hard for him. He's never been in this situation before. But whilst he's here at the club, we'll always respect his work. He'll respect how we train and play. And let's see where it goes.
Thank you, Brendan. Cheers.
Cheers, Tim.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.